What's up, guys? It's the Self and Tim, and today I'd like to make a quick video about our camera lens. And what that means is, so what I find a lot of times is, like, out of everything to be thinking about, there will be a moment where, like, you'll be thinking about one little aspect or a detail about something, and it generally causes, like, kind of bad emotions or something, or something you to think about a lot, and you're looking so much focus on it, and then you're thinking about all of the ways that how you're going to figure out this thing, how you're going to manage this thing. But what happens is when you focus and you tunnel vision on this thing and you try to solve it from there, you're not going to be able to solve it. What you can do is, when you're tunnel vision here onto one thing, is you'll realize there's a few things out of your horizon you're not looking at. Like behind your camera, you're looking at one thing right now with your camera, but there's like 4 or 5 things behind your camera. And so you slowly, with your breath, start looking at all 4 aspects of this one thing. And what happens at this moment, if you can keep your breath, is you'll notice that the 4 things that you're managing now have different things that you have to manage, right? But it's already managed that small thing you were managed. So by working with these new 4 things, by slowing your breath and moving your camera lens to see more of the picture, you are actually inherently solving that smaller thing you were focused on, because now that you have a wider view, the new aspects you unlocked are healing that smaller aspect you were looking at. And so what we can do again is notice that there's probably about 10 levels of crazy vibes, different types of understanding, points of view, dimensions that we can travel, that actually is inclusive of all 4 of those times 10, right? And now we're looking at all of this. And you can continue this and with your breath. So when you're meditating and sitting, your breath will probably be short and shallow when you start, focusing on one thing. But as you move your lens out, your breath will get deeper and longer breath. And you'll actually be able to understand multiple levels. And you'll be able to calm your mind completely. As if you feel any sort of discomfort, that means you just have to breathe until you feel at a point where you can reach at a higher point of view, and start breathing there and hold there. And if you can hold there, if you're comfortable, then you're good. You can go even further. And what you'll find is this is a never-ending loop, right? So meditation here, we're getting deeper and deeper. At some point, you have to either believe in me, or believe in Jesus, or believe in someone who has said this teaching before. But you realize that the camera can only go back, like, it can infinitely go back, understanding more and more. At some point, you have to do a leap of faith and just jump out of this physical world. You can kind of imagine the whole universe shrunken down to the most tiny point, and then a little bit smaller is kind of where you're kind of traveling, but there's no space. You actually open up a lot of space within you because it's no longer physical. So the dimension inside of you is extremely huge, but it's only like the tiniest thing physical, but it's huge. And that's just all over everywhere, just a lot of space. So connecting there and jumping into that space out of faith, because you can't bring your person with you. You can't bring your human person with you. You can't bring your mind with you. You leave all of that and you observe. It's more of an observing of all of creation. And the deeper you go with the camera idea of moving back and back, the more and more that you'll understand in those moments of meditation, when you surrender completely to the fullness of yourself and enter the dimension in which it's not physical anymore. It's a non-physical aspect of yourself that actually governs this dimension. So getting in touch with it allows you to create large happenings in your physical reality that you wouldn't be capable of thinking through with your mind at that one detail level. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let me know if you guys got any deep with this little trick. See if you can calm your mind. Imagine your mind like water, and calm your mind with this trick by focusing on breath and just noticing with your attention that your awareness is expanding. So thank you. Peace.